Okay, guys, welcome to chapter, 9. Um, we're going to be doing a guided project, and I do apologize. I'm actually, my printer just ran out of ink, so I am going to be referencing the guided project 9-3 instruction file on my phone. So if I have to pause, um, or kind of as I'm trying to read on my phone, we're going to do it that way. I suppose I could go get my Kindle, but it's already here, so we're going to do it this way, just so that I don't have to toggle back and forth between the instructions while I'm trying to show you guys everything. So in this one, we're editing a document from Sawyer Petrosky. So this is someone who sent us a document, and we are going to update it. He apparently is from Courtyard Medical Plaza. So we're reviewing the document and accepting and rejecting changes, reviewing comments, and looking at a link embedded object from Excel and PowerPoint. Now, a couple of things on this. So this is track changes, and I use this quite extensively to collaborate on documents with other people. So, you can go in and you can make comments or delete sentences, but it won't fully delete. It will just show the person on the other end that you have struck through a sentence, and then they can accept or reject those changes. So it's really great for collaboration. We're also going to be doing some things with linking and embedding objects. So the last guided project, independent project for the last chapter, they had you guys do some calculations, some sum functions, and a table in Word, which I would never ever in a million years recommend in real life, because it's very tedious and you can't copy things over and so forth. So those types of things I really recommend that you do in, hang on. I guess that's right. They felt weird. Sorry. I would really recommend that you use Excel for anything where you're tabulating or counting things up, and then you'll embed those Excel tables into Word. So that's what we're doing here, and that's definitely the way that I would suggest you go. Okay, so let's go into our. First of all, we have a resources file this time. So we'll grab it, bring it over to our desktop here, and then get our start file. Oh, okay, sorry, I got it going here. So this is steps 1 and step 2. We're getting our file, and we will be saving it. Okay, enable editing, and then file, save as. I'm going to put it on my desktop just for ease of whatever. Okay, so when we open this, we can see that it's sort of in a track changes review, I guess, and the way that you can see this is you see these red lines over here on the side. Those indicate that there's been something going on in this document. We also have little comment boxes here, so you can click them to see the comments. But the first thing that it wants us to do on step 3 is to review and delete these comments. We're going to read the comments, but we don't really need them around after we read them. So we want to first go to the Review tab Comments group. So Review tab, so we're reviewing the document, and then the Comments box, and we want to click Next. Okay, so we're going to Next, and this little comment pops up. We could also have double clicked it, but we see that Sawyer, who handed this document off to us, says insert chart from estimated calories Excel worksheet. Okay, so we know that that's what we're going to do in the first comment. And then we need to read the next comment to know what you will do later. So we will go to the next comment up here. And Sawyer asks us to insert slides 2 and 8 from the CMP Sting Active PowerPoint presentation. So that's what we're going to do next. Now that we've read both of those comments, we can go ahead and delete them. So click delete to delete the comment. Okay. And then we can right click on the other comment to delete it. And I'm not sure that we really can. It's not bringing up options, but I'll just go ahead and click on it and delete it as well. The point is we need it deleted. Right click the other comment and select delete comment from the context menu. It didn't open up a context menu for me, so that was kind of odd. Okay, step 4, review changes and accept and reject changes. So we do have track changes on, and again we can tell because we have these red lines over on the left. So if track changes is on, turn it off. Click the top half of the track changes button to turn it off. Let's see. We may be off. So we'll try it. If we click it, nope, it's toggled on. So we will turn it off. Make sure that it's off. Now we want to click the Display for Review drop-down list. Display for Review drop-down list, and that is on the Review tab, Tracking Group. So we want the display and select No Markup to view the document with proposed changes accepted. Okay, so we want no markup, and that took care of our red lines. Click the Display for Review drop-down list again and select Simple Markup. So we're seeing our options here. We have Simple Markup. That's what we were on before. And you know, potentially these track changes options might be different on your computer, so just, you know, kind of go through and make sure like track changes is off and then Simple Markup, and you can go through. Maybe your file opened differently than mine did. Okay, so now we want to, on step 4D, click the Reviewing pane drop-down list, Review tab, Tracking Group, and select Reviewing pane vertical. Okay, so what that's doing is that's going to open up this reviewing pane on the left-hand side that we can kind of go through each of these items that we need to review. And now step E, in the reviewing pane, right-click the comma that was inserted and select Reject Insertion in the context menu. Okay, so we have this little comma. It's very, very small right there. Okay, so we need to right-click on it. Let's see if I can get this to work. Okay, and then we want to reject insertion. So he suggested that we put in a comma, but we do not want the comma, so we'll reject it. And it happened right over in here. Okay, so that's where it was taken out of the document. Okay, now step G, click the bottom half of the Accept button. Okay, so let's go, Accept is in the changes, so this is the top half, this is our bottom half. We'll click on it, and we want to accept all changes to accept the remaining changes. So we've decided that all of the changes over here on the left, we like those, so we're going to just accept all of his changes. Okay, so all of those revisions go away. We've accepted all of them, and now we can click the Reviewing pane button to close the reviewing pane. So this one right here, back on tracking. Okay, so step 5. Now we're going to paste a chart from an Excel worksheet as a link in the Word document. Again, if you were doing anything with a lot of numbers, do it in Excel first and then paste it as a worksheet into your document. Definitely the way to go. So we're going to open the estimated calories Excel worksheet downloaded from the resource file link. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and find that. Let's just get it from our desktop. See if we can find it. We've got all these guided projects here. 9-3. Uh-oh. Estimated calories. So we're opening it. The file will be renamed automatically to include your name. Okay, so we do need to save it. I'll enable editing first. File save as. I'm going to put it on my desktop just so I have it. Okay, select the frame of the chart and copy it. So here's our chart, here's our frame. Okay, I'm going to right click and copy, then I'm going to return to my Word document. Okay, so now back to our Word document, and we want to, in step E, we want to click the bottom half of the paste button here and paste special. Click the paste link radio button, so we're pasting a link. We're linking to the document so that if we change anything in the original Excel document, it will make the changes in our Word document for us. So then I want to click Microsoft Excel chart object as in the as area and click OK to insert the linked chart. Okay, and now we want to center a line in step H, and we can do that on the Home tab paragraph group. Just click our center button here and it centers it nicely for us. Okay, now on step E we want to edit the source file and update the chart. Okay, so this is the actual chart in our Word document, but we are going to change some data in the Excel document that will then update here. So we want to right click the chart. Okay, we're right clicking it. Click linked worksheet object. Okay, highlighting over that, and then edit link. Okay, so we're editing it in the original Excel, and now click the moderately active male 31 through 50. So we're looking at estimated calorie requirements here for certain ages. You can totally look at your own and figure out where you're at with your calories according to these recommendations. Okay, so click the moderately active male 31 through 50. So we've got male 31 through 50. We'll go over to moderately active. Right now it's 2300, which you can see on this chart is right here. We are going to type 2400. So we're changing that number to 2400. Press enter. Changed our chart here. Click the moderately active male 51 plus. Okay, so we're in that right cell, we're in that correct cell, and type 2300, 2300, and press enter. Now we want to save this file and close it. Okay, so we're going to save it up in our purple save button and close it, so we make sure it actually took our changes. And now we're back on our Word document on step E, and we want to right click the chart in the Word document and then click update link. So what that's doing is it's telling us, now before I actually do this, you'll see a good cross check is this number is 2300 right now. It's going to change once we update it. So we've updated the link. We're basically resyncing them together. So we want to right click on our chart, go to update link, and then it will magically change our numbers here. This changes from 2300 to 2400, and this one changed to 2300. So now in step 7, embed slides from a PowerPoint presentation into the Word document. So open the CMP Staying Active 09 PowerPoint presentation. Okay. From the resources link, select slide 2 on the left and copy it. Alright, PowerPoint's trying to launch here. So this is a PowerPoint presentation, and we want to get slide 2 in there. Select slide 2 on the left and copy it. So slide 1, slide 2. Okay, so we're going to right click on it, copy, go back to our Word document, and place your insertion point on the blank line at the end of the second page. So this is page 1, this is page 2 on the blank line at the end of the second page. So that's right here. We've got our blank line. Click the bottom half of the paste button. So that gives us basically more options, and select paste special. And this time we want to click the paste radio button, so we're not going to paste a link, just pasting, and select picture PNG. Okay, so we're already on picture PNG. So this allows us to make our PowerPoint slide into different picture formats, a GIF, a PNG, and a JPEG. PNG typically will keep the background transparent if the original image is transparent, so that's kind of nice for that option. Let's see. So we'll say OK in step F to insert the embedded picture. Alright, so we have our PowerPoint slide in there now. And now press Control End in step G to move to the end of the document and press Enter. So Control End gets us to the end, and we can tell with our cursor down here after the PowerPoint slide, and we want to press Enter. Repeat steps 7B through F to copy and embed slide 8 below slide 2. Okay, so we want slide 8 to go below slide 2. So we'll go back to our PowerPoint presentation. We'll find slide 8, right click, copy, back here, the bottom half of paste, paste special. We're pasting as a PNG, say OK, and now we've got our next slide, and it did tell us that it will end up on page 3, and that's okay. So now we're done with PowerPoint. We can go back and just close PowerPoint. Okay, step 8, resize format embedded slides. Select the first slide and change the height to 3 inches, and the width will automatically change. So we're going to go back up to the first slide. Change, and as soon as we click on it, we get these picture tools format options, so we can click on them up at the top, and we want to change our height to 3 inches. So we just go 3, enter, and it changed our slide height. And then from the Picture Styles gallery, apply the Drop Shadow Rectangle picture style. So these are our picture styles. We're going to click the More button and find the Drop Shadow Rectangle. Beveled rectangle, metal, drop shadow rectangle picture style. This might take us a minute to find it. It's obviously something that's going to look like a rectangle. Drop shadow rectangle. Oh, I should have been patient. Kind of skipped around. Okay, so it's the fourth option over, if that helps. I hadn't remembered that. Okay, so click the center alignment button to center the picture horizontally. So we'll jump over here and center it. Okay, now we want to select the second slide and repeat steps A through C. So we'll go down to the next one, format the height to 3 inches, enter, apply our fourth one over drop shadow rectangle, and then center it. Okay, step 9. We want to remove the watermark from this picture. So you can see that it's this text that's kind of floating behind everything that says CMP draft. We want to take that out. So we want to go to the Design tab and then Page or Watermark, excuse me, and select Remove Watermark down at the bottom. Alright, so that gets rid of our CMP draft. And now we're going to check compatibility. So this just checks for issues with other maybe versions of Word on step 10. So click the File tab to open the Backstage view. File. Okay. And then click the Check for Issues button and select Check Compatibility. So Check for Issues is right here. And then check compatibility, check for features not supported by earlier versions of Word. So this may mean that if you're giving this document over to somebody else and they have a different version of Word, there could be issues between the two. Let's see, the Microsoft Word compatibility check a dialog box opens. No compatibility issues found. No compatibility issues were found. Say OK. And now in step 11, we're going to restrict the document from being edited. So this is kind of cool if you want this document to be password protected. So basically it would only be able to be edited by someone who has the password. Now, I will caution on that. I had a situation in real life where we were given a bunch of documents and they were all password protected, and the person in the position who owned them had moved on to a different job. It'd been years, old files that we were digging out, and of course nobody knew the password. So what happens in that situation? I just want to caution you that it could be an issue. So just be aware. Just be aware that if you are going to password protect a document, make sure that you're not the only one who knows the password, that it's kept somehow. So anyway, I don't normally recommend password protecting documents, but maybe there's a good reason to. Just be aware that somebody needs to have the password. Okay, so click the File tab to open the Backstage view. So File, and then click the Protect Document button, and then select Restrict Editing. Okay, so that opens this dialog box on the right hand side. In the Edit Restrictions area, check the Allow Only This Type of Editing in the document box. Allow only this type of editing, okay? And then click the drop down list below and check the box and select Comments. Okay, so this means that only comments will be allowed as editing in this document. And then you can say, click the Yes, Start Enforcing Protection. Yes, Start Enforcing Protection. Okay, and then a dialog box comes up. Okay, so type CMP in the enter new password text box. So that's the that's the password we're using. You can actually skip this step if you want to. Anyway, so we're going to say CMP and then confirm it, CMP, and then re-enter password to confirm the text and say OK. So now we're enforcing protection on this document. Okay. So now we want to save and close the document, upload and save the project file. I'm going to go home really quick and turn the show hide off, and then I'll save and close the document. Save it and close it. And now I am going to upload it and see how we did. Oh, cute pictures of my kids. Oh, we don't want the resources. Let's see if we can find it here. There we go. Yes, submit the file. Ooh, 92%. Alright, so I obviously missed something big here on step 4. Right click. Oh! Apparently I skipped a whole section of 4E and 4F. And I'm going to blame that on reading it on my phone. Okay, so let's go back to 4F. Oh, it's right. So, in chapter, so we can go back and reject the deletion. In this case, we're actually just going to have to put it right back in. So folding closed, basically what this means is in 4F. So hopefully you guys weren't totally following along, or maybe I'll go back and stick it in. But let's do this. Let's say, okay, 4F, we want to get it back in, so we're just going to have to type it back in, folding close, in that line of things, because we're rejecting the deletion. So let's grab our document from our desktop. This must be it. Because in the subsequent step, when we said accept all remaining changes, then that automatically deleted this line of text. So we want it to be, we'll get our cursor in here. Oh, but we've already restricted editing. So I'll stop protection really quick, get my password in, say OK, and there we go. Folding closes there. We'll start enforcing our protection again. We'll get our password in, say OK, save it, close it, and upload it again. So we have to go back to our assignment, go back to our submitted, upload and save. See how we did. And I suppose this, woohoo! I suppose this shows you how to go back and troubleshoot if you did something wrong on this track changes. So yeah, there you go. All right, well, there's chapter Guided Project 9-3. Again, there is only one independent project for this chapter, 9-4, so you guys can work on that on your own. And then we just have 2 more chapters before we complete all the lessons for this class. So enjoy!